I'm in my new studio and I thought it'd be fun to share with you another scripted quote. Today I wanted to share something that I saw at Paper Source a couple weeks ago, and it was just an awesome, inspiring quote that has resonated with me for quite some time. And I guess in the back of my mind, this is probably how I operate. Somebody asked me the other day how I seem so fearless and take all these chances. Is it just the way I was born? And it definitely is not. And so a lot of times when I tell people when they are scared to do something, scared to make a change in their life, I really think that there's one guiding principle that I've had for a while, and it is, what's the worst that could happen? So if you're looking to take a chance and you're asking yourself, oh, should I do this? And you're stressing out about something, think to yourself, what's the worst that could happen? And very oftentimes we make up stuff that we tell ourselves, and they're complete lies. We live in our heads, and it's just not a good way to be. So I think this quote will inspire you if you ever feel that you're in a predicament where you don't know what you're doing and you're not sure of the outcome. It's okay. We can release those fears and really believe in ourselves to make things happen. Here's the actual quote that I saw while at Paper Source, and now let's go to scripting it. As usual, I've got my favorite brush at the moment. This is the Tim Holtz Detailer brush. It's a water brush, so all of the water is in the barrel. This is the Artist Loft watercolor set from Michaels. This is a relatively brand new set, except I think that Jack got to it before I did. And this is a piece of American Crafts cardstock. It's actually a 12 by 12 sheet because I ran out of the 8.5 by 11. You can use whatever you prefer. As far as paper goes, I prefer this cardstock. You could definitely use watercolor paper. You could even try it on regular copy paper. I like to squeeze the water from the brush into the pan and then mix it around a little bit before I start writing. So basically what I like to do is focus on the downstrokes being thick and the upstrokes being thin. I often get asked how I keep my lettering so straight, and I think that the best advice that I can give is that I've practiced for a really long time. But also, as you can see, Proceed isn't even straight. It looks like it's on top of a hill, which is okay because I like the look where it's imperfect, and I can fill in these other words underneath a little bit to adjust for that space. I prefer it when it's a little wonky. I truly do, because you want people to know that you hand wrote this and that nobody's perfect. I think a lot of the reason these Motivational Monday quotes I post on Instagram have resonated with so many is because the messaging is relatable. We all have struggles and doubts and fears, but how we proceed when faced with those difficult times can have a positive outcome if we choose action. There are times when I worry too much and question what the heck I'm doing. There are other times when I just make things up as I go. More often than not, though, I'm mindful and conscientious about what I want my life to look like as a whole, and more importantly, how I want to feel every day. Happy, fulfilled, and content, knowing I've done my best, worked hard, and had fun along the way. Your definition of success may look different than mine, but thank goodness for that. We all benefit when we focus on the positive and believe that our impact, however big or small, is significant. If you need a permission slip to take a chance on something, here it is. Really, what's the worst that can happen? Learn lessons as you go and believe in yourself. I know you can do it. If you have a favorite quote you'd like to see scripted out, please leave it in the comments. I'm always looking for inspiring, uplifting, and motivating words to write out, especially if this is going to continue being a video series. It's way more fun when I have your input and we can work on projects like this together. Appreciate you keeping me motivated and striving to do better. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching how I scripted that quote and you feel confident to, what's the quote again? Proceed as if success is inevitable. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any quotes that you love, please leave them in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. If you have any questions, please leave them below as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you soon. There's a hummingbird coming from my head.